Hi, good afternoon. My name is Diana. I'm 20 years old, and I'll tell you different events in my life that made me who I am today. Many people think that letting things go it will be easy, but it really isn't. Not especially when you have to leave family, friends, and your house behind. It takes very brave people to do so, and not many people will do that. Let's go back to a very stormy night in the year 2000. Rainy, cold, in the middle of the winter. My parents, 20-year-olds, traveling through the ocean to come to the United States from Cuba. My parents, my uncle, my cousins, my sister, and I. We were in a very small boat trying to get to the United States. Everything was for my future, mine, my sisters, and everyone else as well. My parents had to leave Cuba due to the economy they had in Cuba. It was not great. Food was hard to find. Having to find a job was very difficult as well. But they did it. They made the decision of coming to Cuba. Coming to the United States because they had a point. They knew that they had to be brave to make the decision, but they didn't. I was 8 months old. I can't remember this night as I can't remember it at all. But my parents did a great job at telling me this as I grew up. They told me how brave they were. They explained it. They gave very great details that made me understand now that I'm older how difficult it was to leave their family, their parents, everything behind while they just thought about me and my sister. My parents have showed us how to become brave. How I said, now that I'm older, I can understand clearly how hard it was for them to leave everything behind. Now we'll take you to the year 2005, where me and my sister started school. I started school in kindergarten. My sister was in third grade. She would come home crying when she started school. She was frustrated. I didn't understand since I was still not in school. But when I started school in 2005, I understood everything. I was laughed at by other kids. My accent wasn't the best. I had difficult reading in class out loud. I did not know the numbers as well as other kids did. But I did it. I remembered how brave my parents were to come here, and I couldn't let them down. I had to do a great job. I had to be brave and learn English as fast as they did. As I said earlier, my English wasn't fluent, so I was laughed at by many kids. I only had one friend. She had many things in common. We had many things in common. She came from Cuba as well, 2 years back, so her English wasn't great at all either. So we became close friends. We would do homework together, we'll learn the colors together, and little by little, we became very close and learned English together. By that time, we were in first grade. Not many kids can make fun of us at that point, since we knew English. But we always remembered that our English had to be great at school. I never let myself down, like my parents didn't either when they came to the United States. They had to find a job. They had to take care of me and my sister, being very young, but they didn't. So why wouldn't I learn English and be someone in school and be great in school like they did at their jobs and doing many things at a new country where they had nothing? Now here I am in 2019 starting on my OTA program. It wasn't easy. Finished high school with really good grades, but I didn't know what to become. I started to study criminal justice, but it wasn't really my passion. I started working at a clinic of physical therapy and occupational therapy, where I felt passion for this. I knew that I would love working with kids like they do in my job. So I started making many research about occupational therapy. I found the Praxis Institute where I went and I spoke to an advisor, and they told me how the program was. They told me that I had to study full time. I had to make the decision of leaving my job as I am doing now. I am studying full time. It's not easy. It never will be. But my parents made it to seem like it was very easy to leave things ahead, leave things aside to make the future better. And that's what I'm doing now. I am leaving my job just to study full time. And the reason that I'm doing this is to give my kids a future, just like my parents did for me and my sister. It would not be easy, I know it, but I'll make it. I'll finish this and later on become an OT. without being scared and giving the best example for my kids, just like my parents did. Thanks to them, I am brave. And I am not scared of leaving anything aside. I'll leave my job. I'll leave anything I have to do aside, just like they did, to become someone in life. I do not want to just settle for the least. I want to grow up, have a house, have kids without worrying about having difficulties in learning English. I want to teach them English so they don't get laughed at like I did. Thank you very much.